rookie quarterback coming together. But Alex, from the quarterback's perspective, how do you describe what C.J. Stroud not only did yesterday, but has done all season?
He's in a class of his own, honestly, Sam. This is unprecedented, I think. I know there's been some other quarterbacks that have had similar numbers through the regular season, but then to capitalize on your playoff debut, he played perfect. Unbelievable. I mean, what was essentially almost a perfect QBR and a perfect quarterback rating. And then the eyeball test, too. Take the numbers out of him, and this guy stands in there and makes throws. Look at this. I mean, that's unbelievable for a rookie to have the vision, make that throw, the arm talent, the stage isn't too big. He sees it all. He's so composed, man. This kid's got it all. I'm not doing him justice, and I'm not going to. Because, again, I really do think he's one of one at this point, that we've never really seen this. It's the greatest rookie season in sports. And, again, to be doing it now when the last 2 weeks they've had playoff games. He's been unbelievable these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like, I was dead wrong on this kid, you know, because when I said early in the year that if they had the draft today and you included every player in the draft, that he would be in the top 10. I was wrong. And I got killed in social media for it. You guys don't know anything. I'm going to say this. I was wrong because he's in the top 5 already. He's a rookie. He's in the top 5.
Are you on
He's got a rookie head coach.
He's a big TikTok.
He's just guessing.
Amazing.
He's all over TikTok.
Is amazing
not on social media?
on this stuff. Yeah, man. There's somebody telling me.
People tell him.
Oh,
People tell him.
No. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I've been around the game all my life.
Mahomes,
this kid is amazing.
Mahomes, it was his second year, though. When he made an impact that
Right
year, a
behind
huge
Alex.
playoff impact. It was under your tutelage, of course, that first year, of course. But this is a young quarterback that's the reason. You know what I mean? The reason for the success, one of the huge reasons for the success is the quarterback play. I mean, that defense CJ is on fire. And for him to be a rookie doing this, it's amazing.
Brew, what do the young kids say? He is him. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but he is him. Oh my goodness!
Tim, what's the offense coordinator for the Houston?
Bobby Slowick.
Bobby Slowick.
You have to give Slowick some credit, and the reason why, because I'm gonna go off y'all's film wall yesterday, talking about Myles Garrett. You talking about the crossover, moving him around everywhere in that defense for the offensive line to block. One thing that he did with C.J. Stroud yesterday, he moved the pocket. He kept them off balance about how they're blitzing, how they're rushing. One thing I know about a quarterback that has the escapability, you have to be disciplined in your rush. And one thing about it, he kept them off balance yesterday. 3 touchdowns in the air with no interceptions in your first playoff game. Man, kudos to DeMeco Ryans, the coaching staff and the organization. Man, I was very impressed by that.
I'm so glad you brought up Bobby Slowick. Listen, back in week 11, we did a tape on this guy, offensive coordinator for the Texans, Bobby Slowick. He came from San Francisco, and there was a play that showed up last night that we did a little bit on in week 11. Take a look. Head coach DeMeco Ryans, right? And who's his offensive coordinator? Why, it's young Bobby Slowick. Call him Bobby. And what kind of plays is he dialing up for C.J. Stroud? This may look familiar. Why, we got hard run action to the right. Run, right? Of course. No, we're running bootleg back up top to the field. No, not so fast, Tedy. We're going to set up, and we're running the same throwback back to the far corner. Look at him launch this ball to Noah Brown for a huge play in this game. This Kyle Shanahan coaching tree's gotten pretty big already. We got Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniel. You could say Robert Saleh of the Jets. DeMeco Ryans is right there. I'm telling you, the next name on the list might be Bobby Slowick. Keep an eye on him. And check this out. There's Bobby Slowick. And what showed up last night? Why, it was the exact same play. This time to Dalton Schultz. They call this hiccup. There it is. Look at the run action there to the left, right? We're running bootleg. We're running bootleg here to the boundary. Here it is. Nope. Not so fast. Again, we're setting up, and we're going to heave this throwback all the way back to the far corner. And again, the arm talent to do it. C.J. Stroud, I mean, a cannon, puts it on the money to Dalton Schultz. Huge play in this game against supposedly the #1 defense in the NFL. Dissected them. Hats off to him. He deserves a lot of credit. It was fantastic.
Well, it was the defensive side of the ball and the Houston Texans that really showed who was the better defense yesterday, especially. And I think linebacker Christian Harris, second-year Alabama, really typifies the growth of this defense, because you saw the pick 6 last night, but this was extremely similar to Week 17 versus the Tennessee Titans when he had a chance to make this same play. This looks familiar right here. It's a stick route at the end, in the goal line, on the goal line right here. here, but watch him break on this. Just a little bit behind, and he isn't able to finish the play. Fast forward to this yesterday. Here it is again. He sits. He knows the sticks. He breaks on it. This time, he finishes. Went to the same college as his head coach, the University of Alabama, second-year player, third-round pick, and they're everywhere on the Houston Texans. These young players that you see them getting better through the course of the year, and they're winning while they do it. That's what's so special about this team.
Since you're sitting out here throwing names and Mr. Harris, the linebacker, I have to go with Derek Barnett, the defensive end, who was able to put some pressure on Joe Flacco for the first pick six. So you're talking about playmakers everywhere, man. We can't talk enough about the Houston Texans, but I'm very impressed with what I've seen round one of the playoffs. Kudos to DeMeco Ryans.
Last name I got to say before we get out of this, Laramie Tunsil.
Oh, my goodness.
Offensive line, what he did one-on-one multiple times versus Myles Garrett, supposedly the leader for Defensive Player of the Year, and Myles Garrett was a non-factor. You talk about how slow it could scheme things and move things, yes, but when it was one-on-one and it was Tunsil and Garrett, Tunsil was the man that got the job done.
Really impressive, a whole team effort. C.J. Stroud, obviously really special all season long. You know what, Rex? The last first-round rookie quarterback to win a playoff game was a guy you know. Do you know who it is?
Yeah, probably my guy, but I don't know anything.
It was Mark Sanchez.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. I love Mark Sanchez, but I'll take C.J. Stroud in a New York minute. I love you, Sanchez, but no way. Give me C.J. Stroud. I'd still be coaching.
I like you, Mark.